Stacy, and I wanted to show you really quickly. Okay, so when you're in a challenge or anytime you're trying to reach a fitness goal, it's important to know how to measure. Why? This will be an area that will help you celebrate, but it also helps you know how to course correct if you're not seeing changes. That's why I love it, because that scale doesn't show transformation inside, but if I can see what that muscle's doing and that body fat's doing and body measurements are doing, I have done challenges long enough to know that all of those three components and those units of measure usually keep getting better when there's good transformation happening inside. Even if the weight on the scale doesn't change. Yep, that's right. We're gonna get our power back by tracking the real measures that show us what's happening inside so that you don't lose excitement towards your goal, okay? Let me show you. So not everybody needs to take a neck measurement. If you're trying to lose weight here, it's going to slender out. It's one of the first things that goes. You see the brightness on your face and right through here, okay? Next is usually here where you see weight loss. But let's show you where it's critical to measure. At least these measurements always need to be taken. Fair enough? Okay, so if I can have your commitment, measure, like for ladies, it's like you're measuring for a bra or like a swimsuit in a specific size. For men, it's like measuring for a dress shirt. You need to know that the buttons aren't going to pop on you, right? So you just stay casual. Do not take a deep breath in because that fills up those lungs and it expands the chest. So just relax, take the measurement here. It does not need to be pulled tight. We want accurate loose measure, not too loose, but just right there. So like mine shows like 35 and a half, okay? Probably pull a little tighter, but whatever. Actually, yeah. Okay, so 35. So be accurate, okay? Next, waist. We can measure the waist at many spots, but I'm going to ask you to measure at your belly button because it won't slide, it doesn't move. Well, if it does move, you still can find it, right? Because even in transformation, sometimes you do see a shift in your body, especially in the belly. So right here, notice that it's not higher up in the back than it is in the front. You don't want that. That adds space, that adds inches, and we don't want to add inches here, okay? It's just a nice, free, fair measurement. So get that measurement, write it down, or put it in your coaching app or on your phone so you don't lose it and have to redo it. Next, hips. When I say hips, I don't want the hip bone on this one. I need you to include the glute. Why? Because that's where we see progress and, well, the biggest muscle of the body, the strongest power muscle is right there. And we need to measure it because you will see transformation there. You're like, Stacy, Coach Stacy, these are all the places I don't want to measure. Trust me, they are, because you will see progress, I promise you. So right here, include the biggest part of your rear end with the hip, okay? Don't stand like this. Get it together, because you don't want to add to it. Right here. Next, 2 spots. The belly and the bicep right here in the middle. So here, and you see this tricep and bicep right in the middle of it, okay? Because that's another area where you will see progress. If you're doing it by yourself, I find just wrap it and grab it right here, and then just kind of like look right here. You don't have to pull it tight, and right there, boom, okay? If you want to do this, you can. You can say, okay, my inches are this, I'm gonna times it by 2 because I got 2 arms. But I promise you, most arms and legs are different because you got a dominant side and a least dominant side, and often they're at least a ½ inch difference. They just are. So if you want to be more accurate, go ahead and measure both, okay? If you're in a time crunch, fine, but I would highly encourage you to be consistent. That brings me to the next point, your thigh. Now, there's 2 spots you can measure, but for a challenge, I need you to measure a 3-inch inseam. So from the inside of your leg, 3 inches down, like you're wearing Daisy Duke shorts. Yep, I said it, Daisy Duke shorts right there. And just measure. It's the fattest part of the leg, but it's also where you see transformation and leaning out. That's why I need this measurement, okay? If you are trying to build muscle, there's another measurement you can keep and tell me in your or tell your coach, okay? From the knee to the hip, right in the middle where your quad is. You don't need to like flex or anything, but it should be firm because you're standing anyways. And then measure right there in the middle, the belly of the quad, okay? Because if you're building, we want to see that progress. Perfect. And I promise you, I know how to build, and I also know how to help you lean out. And guess what? They work hand in hand together. Guys, keep getting your power back. I'm proud of you. These measurements will help you see it, okay? These are real real measures. You've got to get really clear on the real measures that'll get you the results you want. You zero in on the clear measures that actually drive those changes. That's where it's at. You got this. We got this together. Come on, let's bump it out.